Welcome to Model Mania 757. Today, I'm going to share a little bit of my collection with y'all and tell y'all how I got started collecting and why I like to collect. I got started collecting cars when I was about 15 or 16 years old, only because I just like Matchbox cars and Hot Wheel cars because they were the type of car that I would buy if I had the money, but I couldn't afford the original version, or should I say the real life version of the car sitting in my parking lot. So I bought a handheld version that I could sit on my dresser and I could daydream. I could walk up to it and say, one day this is going to be mine. I like the color. I like the way the interior is made. I like the rims on it. I like the pipes. I like to turn it over and see the exhaust system. All of that. I like the heavy cars because they were more realistic than the plastic ones. So I never liked to buy the plastic ones. I like the 187s, which is the little itty bitty ones. I like the 164, which is the ones that you see most of the time. And as I got older, I started buying the 132s. I started buying the 124s and the 118s. And I like different types of cars. I don't have a favorite. I got friends that only like Mopars. I got other friends that only like Mustangs. I got other friends that only like Camaros. I just like cars. I don't care who put it out. I don't care what make, what year, what model. I like them all. I like the yellow cars, the blue cars, the red cars. I like Dodges. I like Fords. I like Chevrolets. I like the Kias, the new stuff. I like the Durangos with the Hemi in it. I like the 56 Chevrolets. And when I build my dioramas, I like stuff that looks realistic. So as I sit on my couch in my hobby shop and I look around the room, I almost feel like I'm where I'm looking at. So I see a street and I see cars riding down the street. Then I vision me riding down that street in that car. I like dioramas that look like car lots with the car salesman standing in front. Or, the helicopter sitting on top of the building. Because at some point, I wish I could own a helicopter. I like everything from the Mustangs to the Little Red Expresses. I like the garages. I like the gas station, even though the gas is high. Even in the diorama world, the gas is high. I like the race cars. I got slot cars. I got 1960 and 1930 vintage stuff. I like it when it come in and it's rusty and it's dirty, and I can sand it down, prime it, and paint it my color and make it look realistic and make it look real again. I also collect stuff like pop dolls, which is like Michael Jordan, Allen Iverson, Tiger Woods. I also like football helmets. I also like autographed baseballs. And you'll see in my video that I have boats. I'm into buying boats now, tugboats and speed boats. And I like the Buick Grand Nationals. That's why I got two of them sitting up here, because those some fast monsters. And I always thought that I would look good driving one of them. I also like to collect sports cards, different sports players, basketball players, football players, baseball players. I even like the 18-wheelers because the 18-wheelers are real funky. I like the fact that you can pull the front down and you can look inside the 18-wheeler and see what the engine look like. And I always like 18-wheelers because when you're on the highway and you ride by and you pull your hand down and it go boop, boop, and they'll hit the horn and beep, beep for you. That's real when you're a kid. And so that's the kind of stuff that I like, and that's the kind of stuff that I want to remember. That's the kind of stuff that I taught my sons, and I hope my sons teach their son. When I buy my collection, I'm not thinking about how much money I spend at the time. I'm not thinking about how much money it's going to be worth in the future. But what I am thinking about is I am in a hobby shop, and I am daydreaming, and this daydream becomes my new reality. And I hope that other people like cars and like trucks and like boats and stuff like that just as much as I do, and try to preserve them, because it's not going to be a 64 Impala riding down the street, a 64 Impala station wagon with Lowe's and a chrome engine riding down the street in 50 years. Cars are probably going to be flying in 50 years. But people that come into my hobby shop, whether it's my shop, my son's shop, his son's shop, or his son's shop, they're going to be able to see what the past was like. This is a rendition of what the past is like. That's why I built Model Mania. That's why I'm in love with these cars, these trucks, and everything else. Thanks for listening.